record. Let me share my. It's been like pausing my share for some reason. So if you can't see it, just somebody yell out.
I can't see it yet.
Oh, yeah, I haven't.
Okay.
Slow down, Devin.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So for this one, I did. I'll move you guys over to that side. Okay. So I did tangent of 45. Whoopsie. I shouldn't have parentheses right there. Plus 30. So if we use our 45 plus tangent 30. Okay. So guys, in the future, what you could have done is just used your calculator and found out what the decimal version of tangent of 75 is, and then go through and convert each decimal and see which one matches it. So that's the cheating way to go about doing it. Just so you know, in the future on a standardized test. So,
Miss Richard?
Yeah.
I did that and I got the answer and I clicked it, but when I got my test back, it said that was the one that I missed.
Okay. Because it should have been, I can't remember.
And I got the third answer choice, yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, I got that too, and it said.
Yeah, let me work it out, and then we'll see.
Like I did all my work on here, and that's what I got, and then I checked it with the calculator. Oh, I need to tape this down. And it still said it was wrong.
I think it was saying that the second one was the right answer, but I got the third one as well.
Let's work it out first, and then if it is, I can just go add points on. But I think it was right. So let me see. Okay. So this is 1 and tangent of 30. And I just left it as 1 over the square root of 3. Okay. So you want to get rid of the fractions, you can just multiply the top and bottom by the square root of 3. And then so yeah, it should have been this one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So this would be -1 plus the square root of 3, and that one's 1 minus the square root of 3. So that's the only difference. So the answer is B. So you did choose the wrong one. Let me go back. Okay, so let me pull up the quiz so you guys. All right, I'll just go through it and just yell out if you want me to go over one of them. Here's number 2. Number 5. All right, well, if you want to go back over them and you like, I guess you can't because you don't have the quiz anymore, but.
Which one was the one that had an answer that was no solutions?
I have to go through. I don't remember.
It was like closer to the end, I think. I don't really know.
Wasn't that one? Wasn't that one?
It was like 5 or 6, I think.
The only one that had no solution was number 5, but that wasn't the answer.
Yeah, what was the answer to that one?
It was 180 degrees.
Okay.
You mean work that one out, or are you good?
I'm all right. Thank you, though.
Then- Okay. Alrighty. All right, so let's do 7.1. So I realized this morning that number 12 was wrong. I don't know if you guys looked at the key, but the answer said, I think 50 by 60. And the answers were actually 94.72 yards, 55.28 yards. So, all right. So Emily, you said number 10, right?
I got 2 instead of -2, but when I worked it out in both equations, it still came out as 2.
All right, so it's already set up for elimination. When you add the two equations together, the y's cancel. You get 2x equals 16. So x is equal to 8. And then when you plug in, so I'm going to plug that back into the first one. You get 8 minus y equals 10. Oh my gosh, I don't know how that happens. How does that happen? All right, there we go. Okay, and then subtract 8, so you get negative y equals 2, but you have to divide by -1,
Mhm.
and you get -2. So the solution is 8, -2.
Okay.
You probably just weren't dividing by that. Then number 11 had no solution. You may work that one out too. So I'm just going to multiply the top equation by 2. X minus 2y. So actually, when I add the two together, I get 0, because they both actually cancel out. And then I get 0 equals 11, which is not true. That means for that one. Okay. Do you guys want me to work out number 12?
Yeah, can you do the word problems?
Yeah. I'll at least set them up, and then you can have time to go back and work them out. But I know, I
Okay.
think setting them up is the hardest part.
Yep.
So I know the perimeter is 200, so it'd be plus 2y equals 200. That's to get the perimeter. And then to get so what I did is I'm going to use substitution. I really use elimination because this is not linear. So I'm going to solve the top equation for x. I get 2x equals 200, 2y. Get x equal 100. And then I'm going to substitute that in for the second equation. 100 minus y times y equals 500. Y minus y squared, 500. And then I just subtracted 100y and added y squared. You get y squared, 100y plus 500 equals 0. And this is where you have to use the quadratic formula to solve. To get the answer. You guys can do that part.
Miss Richard?
Huh? What you got?
For number 13, I didn't really have an issue working it out. It was just like when I got to the solving part, I feel like I got confused and I don't think I got the right answers.
Okay. So guys, I'm recording this number 12. I can either go back to it later or I'm going to post the video online so you can go back and look at it. So anytime you're dealing with distance, rate, and time, you always want to set up a table. So distance, rate, and time. And we know distance is equal to rate times time. So one row is going to be going upstream and the other one's going to be going downstream. So going upstream and downstream, you're both going 1 mile. And then going upstream, I'm going to let X be the rowing speed. And Y is going to equal the current speed. So going upstream, current is working against us. So it has to be X minus Y equals 24 minutes. And then, not equals, but X minus Y times 24 would equal the 1. And then going downstream, the current's actually working with you. So you want to add them. 13. So to set up your equations would be 1 distance equal to the rate times the time. So one thing you probably did wrong, Emily, is your answers are going to be in miles. These are minutes. They want the answer. The answers are in miles per hour. So when you get your answers for X and Y, you have to multiply them by 60 to get miles per hour. Because the answers you get when you solve, like I said, are going to be in miles per minute. And the answers are in miles per hour. Does that make sense? And you can solve this using elimination. So whatever you get at the end, you have to multiply by 60. But every single problem like number 13, you should always set up a chart because it really does help you set up the two equations. Okay. Then let's look at number 14. Okay, so this is the nut mixture. Nut mixture worth $3.92. So what you probably want to do at the very beginning is figure out how much that 5-pound bag is worth. Whoopsie, I don't know why I wrote it. And you get that the 5-pound mixture is $1.60. So the mixture contains peanuts worth $2.38 per pound and cashews worth $6.37 per pound. So that'll be your first equation. We'll let the peanuts and Y is going to be cashews. So our first equation, we add to, this is going to be pounds in pounds. X plus Y should be 5 because that's the total volume of the bag that we bought. And then to get the next equation, I'm going to multiply how much 1 pound of peanuts is worth. However many pounds we'll then $6.37 per pound of cashews. It should give us the total value of the 5-pound bag at $19.60. So that's going to be your system. And you can solve with whichever method you solve by substitution or So that should help. Any other questions? I think that covered anything. So yeah, once you guys finish working out the practice sheet, just take a picture of it and just attach it to an email and send it to me. I'll just give you participation points for that. But I need all the work shown. Don't just put the answer, obviously. All right, any other questions? One? Nothing. We'll do that, try to do that by the end of today, if you can. And then on your next to do is 7.2 part 1. So what I've done, unfortunately, there are no videos from me and Mr. McElhaney together. So we couldn't make any videos for you. But go into 7.2, it's part 1. So in your book, I only covered the basics of matrices. So addition, subtraction, scalar multiplication, and stuff like that. So pretty basic stuff, I think. So go in and fill those notes out. The practice sheet, like I said, it's so go ahead and start completing that. And there are little videos for each topic, like scalar multiplication, addition, subtraction, and it's just kind of the intro. And they're just Khan Academy videos. The guy's pretty clear. So go ahead and try to fill those notes out and homework by Monday. Okay. And then next week before spring break, I have another little Google form for you that'll cover 7.1 and part 1. So we're not going to do past part 1 before spring break. We'll pick up with me when we get back. Okay. So I'll send you a little follow-up email about what's going on for the rest of this week and Monday. And have another Zoom session on Monday to talk about what questions you have for 7.2. But if you have any other questions between now and then, just email me. I'll have pretty much all day Friday free. Need to email me and have a Zoom session about anything. Jude, Robert, Andrew, you guys good? Noor?
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Yeah, all good.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, guys. After handling it, Lindsay, you look sad. Get outside today. It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, guys. All right, well, email me, and I'll post this video online in a little bit. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. See you guys. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too.